Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a new Descent into Madness stream with Claire and yours truly. And if you don't know me, my name is Alina. This is my channel, and I'm going first to get Claire, give Claire a chance to get into the groove and stop being like the mean girl who makes her introduce herself first. So I'm a fiction author. I write a lot of genres like paranormal romance and urban fantasy and sci-fi and contemporary romance and mysteries. Yay! The latest edition because I can't seem to stop. So yeah, it's me. All the relevant links for both of us are always in the description. And now I will let Claire introduce herself.
That was a much more calm way of doing the introduction because now I can just copy what you said and then like I'm all good. Well, I am also an author. I write comedy books across genres, but mostly mystery and some paranormal. And I just released another book, 4th one of the year, which is
Stealth
exciting.
Plus 90. That was your release.
What, sorry?
The stealthiest release. I said stealth plus 90. That was your release.
I'm going to send out an email tonight, I think, or tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Like
it's been out for days and nobody knows.
I sort of posted about it on Instagram.
Yeah, the one social media I did not check.
It's fine.
He'd message me to tell me, like, I mean, it's a huge accomplishment. We share these things, but no, because Claire hates me. Also, as I was kindly mentioning in the chat, it's your fault I'm tired and I have no words today because someone discovered the new book yesterday. So I finished Gods and Frauds. I had a mini meltdown and screamed at Claire in the chat, barely. But then I told her I love her and love her books, so it's fine. And then I started reading. Oh my God, what is it? The Herald Angels, but there's a word missing.
Hark the Herald Angels sting.
The Herald Angels sting. That's it. Yeah. I'm about 35% into it, which means I kind of stayed up late because I had a stream too. I already want to murder you, although I kind of can't because it was such a good scene. It didn't make me like James any more than I already didn't, but it was still a good scene. And if you're feeling lost, it's fine. You have like 9 Charlie books to read and 3 Baxter & Co. books to read until you understand what I'm talking about. It's fine. It's great. It's awesome.
Oh, man.
Also, I love Natalia. I love her to pieces. Like, we share the same likes and dislikes. Oh, also, I discovered Katie and I share the same likes and dislikes and pairings. Yeah. Because she hates Ella too. And even if Billy and Eli never met, like up to now they never met, we both think they work great together. So also I know these things because I mean I think I kind of have a sixth sense for when people are meant to be together, because I was with my boyfriend yesterday and he was playing this weird but super cool game, and then there was a scene where a bunch of robots gathered together and gave birth to a different robot that the main characters fight. And then out of that robot, another one comes that kind of looks like him, and they go away together. And when they reappear and stand next to each other, I'm like, these two are together. I swear they're together. And he was like, no. And then they introduced themselves. I'm Adam. This, a man, is Eve. And I'm like, ha, I was right. I was totally right, because the symbolism was there in a very weird way. But I was like, these two guys are definitely together, and they should. I mean, they look good together. So yeah. You should trust my instincts, Claire. They're like the best cover ever.
Oh man.
Amber says she loves your mug.
Oh, thank you. May the 5th be with you.
Made of what?
I said May the 5th because it's the 5th here.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's the 5th here as well. And my brain doesn't work because sorry. Like I said, I'm running on very low sleep, and I already had no energy because I washed my dog yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And that's a huge endeavor. And now he looks like a fluff ball, pretty much. So we had to fight his fur. I mean, I had to fight his fur. He was fighting me to get his anti-flea and ticks thing on. And you have to pour that on the skin. And when he's super fluffy, it's hard to find it.
You need to get like some hair gel and just give him like a comb over on his back and then.
Yeah, no, because then I can't wipe the gel. I can't wash it for a while in that area. So it will just stick there and, it can be part porcupine, part fluffball. But yeah, he was thoroughly displeased with me yesterday. I mean, someone should film him because I can't. I'm busy washing this dog that's as big as me. But someone should definitely film him. The way he looks, it's like he's being beaten to death. That's the face he has when I wash him. By the way, in other forms, aka dirtier forms or more dangerous forms, he loves water. I mean, he jumps into
as long as the water's muddy.
Whatever. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh.
I'm sorry I don't get to go to the boyfriend's place. That's always fun. I went to my boyfriend's place last night for a bit, and I was kind of like playing in bed dead. And he was playing games, and I was watching, and I was pointing out who's screwing who. And although it was the first time I saw the game, I was right. Also, so we were talking, like Katie and I were talking yesterday, and we both kind of figured out what was going on with the brothers' love life in the Charlie mysteries, but I think I figured it out like earlier than she did.
Yeah. There are like a lot of clues.
I mean,
if like when you go back to read it, there's a lot of clues earlier.
Yeah, I figured it out. I mean, it was the first time you mentioned the third letter. Like when you mentioned who got letters, I was like, yep, that's them. Because otherwise it made no sense. So yeah. That was when I was like, I wonder if this is it. And Charlie just has no clue. And then I was, also, I would like to mention that I'm still kind of pissed for having to wait 6 freaking damn girl books for that excuse for almost happening. Like, I'm not over that. I'm not over that, Claire. That's not on. That's not on.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think at this point, other than Amber, who already read the damn books, we've pretty much lost everyone. But yeah, let's talk about what we've been up to in April, because we're talking April today, even if it's May, and that's because, by the way, it's because there were 2 Easters, basically.
Yeah.
Because I'm Christian Orthodox, well, in name, which means my family celebrates Christian Orthodox Easter, and Catholic and Protestant Easter happened a week earlier this year. I don't have any clue how they calculate it. It's never on the same date. And the difference in time between the two varies immensely from year to year, and sometimes they happen on the same day to make it even more confusing. So because 2 of the Sundays were busy with Easters, we had to delay this a bit.
Yeah. But we did still stream a bunch. So no one missed us too much, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we did stream a lot in April, which is a nice segue into what we've been up to last month.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well done.
Oh, Amber, why were you feeling bad after our stream? I assumed the stream last night, right?
Like feeling sick?
Yeah, feeling sick or...
That sucks.
Yeah. All right. So, Claire, April, tell us about your April.
April. What did I do in April? I finished writing Hark, and then I edited Hark, and then I proofed Hark, and then I published it.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
What the hell? Yes.
Maybe I wrote some of the Charlie book as well.
I think you did.
I don't know. It's about a quarter done now, so I feel like I wrote it at some point, probably in April.
I think you did, because I remember when we were deciding what to do on the stream, and you mentioned you could continue writing Charlie or
and you told me to
Arc.
do the Charlie one. Yeah.
Yeah, and you ignored
your
me.
Bad influence.
No, I just want oh my god. I don't know.
It helps out now. You know,
I mean,
when I'm writing,
don't know if I feel bad for Charlie or Adam or anyone, or if I think they deserve it because they're idiots and can't use their mouths properly. And by that I mean to talk this time.
It didn't sound like that.
Well, I've learned how to express myself with it turning out to mean the complete opposite of what I wanted from Billy, because he seems to be doing it a lot. So they kind of deserve it a bit, Amber, because I mean, how can you be that clueless? And I can understand it of Charlie. Like at this point, I understand it of Charlie. Like she's younger, she's insane, she has excuses, but Adam is like, for a smart guy, he's such an idiot sometimes. And I liked how he straight up lied to Nat's face. She asked like 3 questions in quick succession, and he lied to all of them, which was like, this is why bad things happen to you, because you can't be honest. And we're into that again because, hey, if nobody knew, I'm a reader and I get very emotionally invested in certain characters. Which, I mean, if ever we publish our chat, it's pretty much me threatening Claire with the endings of our book.
Yeah.
It's like you will pay for all these offenses. You will pay for this. And then Claire comes back going like, oh, I'm so curious what you'll think of this new book. And it's ending.
I was about to say earlier, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't, that I can't wait to see what you think of the ending of Strip Joint. But,
oh my god, I'm going to die. I'm going to implode at some point.
I've already written the final chapter at this point because I was like, oh, I want to write that. I'm a quarter of the way through the book, but the ending is done.
It's like, also, like, I'm sorry, but your characters, like your female characters, have no clue how to pick men. I mean, I would like to see like a crossover scene where Nessa and Charlie meet and they tell each other their woes, and the other one is like, oh my god, you're such an idiot, this is where you went wrong, and the other one like, oh my god, you're such an idiot, just like you went wrong, and they're perfectly able to see it in other people, and then they're like, why the hell don't I see it in my life? Like, what's wrong with me? Yeah, that would be fun.
I'll do like a short crossover. I wanted to do a short one day where it's like they're playing like a role-playing game, but it's like Charlie and the cast from that playing a game that's like Nessa and all the characters from.
Nice.
Yeah. But I don't know if I'll
No, because then I mean, if it's a role playing game, she wouldn't figure out anything. She'd do just the same shit. Because I mean, they have the bad, the worst taste. Like they choose the worst possible man ever. Like I can't believe this. And the justification for it, at least in Charlie's case, from other people. I'm looking at you, Adam. It's just like, but he's a nice guy. Who cares? That's not it. Like, I'm glad he's a nice guy. It's just a wrong choice, man. Wrong choice. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Man.
To be fair, I'm disinvolved in my friend's life as well. And when I see them making the difference is these characters I can't just pester to death. But I think these characters have a better chance at growing and finding fulfillment at some point compared to some of my friends. I'm thinking of one specifically. I'm not going to mention who it is because I'm not that bad, but I might see him today. I might point that out to him.
That's hilarious.
And you know what the worst part is? It's like I'm kind of his Aphrodite. As in he comes to ask for advice, and unlike Aphrodite, I give it repeatedly. I've gotten snarkier over time and more like calling him what he did to his face. But he's agreeing with me when I give that advice, and then he goes and does the exact opposite, and then it's not working out great. I wonder why. So yeah, that's. I got issues. If it wasn't clear from all our previous things, I've got so many issues. Now it's more like you see this crop of a character when it comes to their love life. They have a better chance than you. That's how I put it.
Do an outline of his character arc and hand it to him. Just like, these are what you need to go through, and then you'll come out a real person at the end.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just waste my time doing all that. He'll be like, yeah, you're so right. This is great. Thanks. I'm not going to do it. Oh my God.
Anyway, we were talking about what we were doing in April originally.
Yeah, whatever. If anyone was wondering why we call this stream Descended to Madness, this is why. Because I think this is the stream where we go off topic the most, like the absolute most. Sometimes we try to stay on topic and it fails miserably.
Yeah. I don't think that's ever worked out.
No.
But we are talking about books this time, so.
Yeah, we're always talking about books in some form.
It's
or
true.
Another. Like, it's good. Okay, so April.
Basically on topic. Yeah.
Yeah. April somehow was mystery month for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because I accidentally wrote a cozy. This never gets old. Tired it probably is. It's a tired joke, but it's not an old joke. There's a difference. If you want a long explanation on it, hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. What? You were watching it happen in person across the street, like what? I think I missed something. I'm sorry, Amber. I need context. I need context. Okay, so the accidental cozy. So remember a while ago when Sarah kept saying she accidentally wrote a fantasy, and I was like laughing like crazy every time she mentioned it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a pantser. She doesn't know what comes out of the book in the end, so she could accidentally write of anything. Yeah. I, on the other hand, for all of my projects, have like a clear idea of where they start, where they finish, and some stuff along the way. Mm-hmm. The project itself can't really surprise me that much, but I also plan ahead on what I want to work on. And then I accidentally wrote the wrong project, as it happens. And the way it started, it was like, I'm going to do a bit of editing in early April. And while I do that, because I want to keep writing, I'll write a bit on this cozy, which I wasn't supposed to finish for like 3 months. And I ended up finishing it by the end of April. Because, newsflash, I underestimated all the editing I was supposed to do that month.
Yeah.
Also, it didn't help that I was editing my first mystery, my first drafted mystery, which is Find Them and Those Settle Down. And I was in a constant panic. First of all, because Claire said she wanted to read it. And I was like, yeah, I can give it to you after I finish my pass of edits. And she was like, yeah, send it. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm insane. Why did I say that? And then
I'm enjoying it so much.
Thank you.
I'm excited to read all your other mysteries.
Oh God, shut up. Don't encourage me. Do not encourage me. It's bad enough as it is. So yeah, and then I also sent this one to my boyfriend to read it and edit it. And I didn't have high standards for what I expected in terms of feedback from either him or you. I've said this before, but as long as nobody poked their eyes out, I was fine. If nobody said I'd rather read 50 Shades of Grey every day of my life rather than read this, it would have been great. Then, as I was freaking out, and mind you, writing a second mystery, because that's what you do when you think your mysteries are garbage, you write more. There was some sort of feedback coming in, and I was like, oh my God, it's not all horrendous. The world is insane, or I ended up in the wrong universe. Like something happened, something glitched, and I'm in a parallel universe now. And I kept writing because I was still doing edits, and I finished the cozy. That's it. Also, throughout that month, I decided to completely scrap a project and do something else for the charity anthology, because that's a good idea to do something completely new.
I mean, I did that last year too. That's what I did in October.
What?
Just randomly spent a week writing a novella for a charity anthology that I hadn't planned on doing at all.
Wait. I knew about the anthology. I've known about it for months. Oh, I had decided what to write for the anthology.
Oh, yeah. So you're entirely okay, I get you.
Yeah, I wanted to write like a sort of an intro novella to the werewolves world, and then I realized I don't want to write werewolves now. Like, I just don't want to. I have other things I want to write first. If you're a Tales of the Werewolf Tribes fan, I'm sorry. You'll have to wait a bit more. And the thing is, it was like partly a decision driven by what I feel like writing, and part of a decision driven by the fact that this world is very complex. There are so many tribes, and you can't just write something without mentioning them. Especially with the story I wanted to write, because each tribe has its own traits, and some can turn humans, others can't. The person in the tribe I had chosen wasn't in a tribe who could turn humans, and the human partner was a big player in all this. It was like at the core of the conflict. And so I was like, okay, I feel like writing dragons. I've been feeling like writing this dragon story since I first saw the Rage of Bahamut anime. The second one is called Virgin Soul. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I started it. I have like 4,000 words written already. I'm aiming for like 20K.
Yeah, so it'll be like 40K.
No, I can't. It has to be 30 max. So no. No, because I didn't mention this, but it will probably be like a start into a whole series. So I know where it ends. It can't go that much over word count. That's for the other book. Sure. That's fine. Crazy neighbors fighting. So craziness across the street, and then our mad stream. Now I get it. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Now that you say that, it made sense. We just both completely missed it.
We glitched. The software glitched. Like our brain software is just not working that great ever.
It's true.
So yeah. And Claire is really proud of herself because she converted me to mysteries.
So proud.
Which I appreciate. I mean, to be fair, I always loved reading mysteries. I never thought I'd write one.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, if there were like mystery elements into something I wrote, fine. Yeah. But I never thought I could write one because, I don't know. I kind of wanted to write that series that's called Clueless Detectives, but that was like just people stumbling into things and being completely useless and total idiots. Like, having absolutely no clue. They're diversity hires, the two detectives, and they're so clueless that they can't realize they're in love with each other. Although, to be fair, they live together, they spend all their free time together, and whenever there's a boyfriend in each of their lives, they're like, my friend comes first all the time. Also, they're super cuddly, and they've been doing this for years and years, and they still haven't figured it out, so... Did I say they're clueless and kind of idiots? Yeah.
Oh, man.
So yeah, and they're hired because they sound really great on paper. They come from great families and they had some backup. Well, one of them has a rich father, and when the agency realizes that they're idiots and they can't do anything, they want to hire them, but they can't because the father, who's like a super powerful businessman, goes like, "Oh, do you want to be the agency who fired their gay employees? Like, really?" Because the whole thing is the guy is terrified that his son is never getting a different job ever in his life. Like, nobody would hire him. And he's so bad that his father wouldn't risk hiring him at his own company. So, he blackmails the HR department into keeping them on. And the reason they stay after that is because they always end up coming out great, and they get great media coverage, and it helps the agency a lot. But there's like an entire agency trying to clean up their messes after them, which is awesome.
Nice.
But that was not. I mean, that wasn't exactly a mystery. Nobody was solving mysteries. The whole point was that they weren't solving mysteries. The first break they catch is because they finally realized they're in each other, and they left their post. They were doing security because, they're idiots. They can't do more than that. They were doing security, like staying at a party, like standing there and trying to keep an eye on things. And then they left their post trying to find a closet or something to get it on because they're idiots. Then they stumble across their big break. That's how things happen in this series. And I wanted to write this because I read this mystery that caused me to call my friend Emma and rant for an hour. Like an hour straight, because everything was so bad. Like, if I suspended my disbelief anymore, I'd never have it back. Like, ever. It would be gone forever, erased from the universe. And it's no. And I was like, let's write these idiots, because it would make a better mystery than this one. But then we came with the idea and stopped there. And then I started reading your books, and after that, I started reading more mysteries. And I think in the past, how many months have we had this year? 4. I think I've read over 100. No,
Yeah,
that's
you've
too
read.
much.
You've read a ton.
I think I've read about 100 books, and like 80% of them were mysteries.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really want to do this though. So that's how I drafted the Owl Investigations one. And then I kind of started the cozy because I had this idea for the main character. So yeah, that's my story so far. In short, Find the Man, Don't Settle Down coming out in the next
This month?
2 weeks. In the next 2 weeks,
Nice.
basically.
Cool.
I mean, Monday and Tuesday will be dedicated to editing it, completing the edits, getting the sample done, and uploading it on sites.
Nice.
For pre-order. So,
yeah. I'm so excited that Amazon is like, you don't have to upload a file anymore. I'm very keen.
At this point, I'll probably upload the file because it will be ready.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I think it will be on the 21st or the 17th. I think the 21st, so it has time to be up everywhere.
Yeah, sure.
Or the 20th. I don't know. I'll go with the Monday. May 20th.
Okay.
That's great. I also have a box set coming out, and I will.
Oh, me too.
When I have it for the first Just Don't books. First 4, and the way I planned it is to upload it. I did a cover for it last month. Oh yeah, I did covers last month. A lot of them. I did a cover for it. I formatted the box set, and I want to put it. This is a KU read, so I want it to go up when the pre-order goes live too, so that I can email people about both of them.
Yeah,
pretty much. So that's the plan. I mean, it was a crazy month.
Yeah,
we streamed a lot. That helped, and I was on a lot of streams. And what else did we do? Because I feel like a lot happened. Oh yeah, I changed my schedule. That's what happened. That was change.
I sort of changed mine too.
Yeah.
Like, I'll talk about that after. You go first.
Yeah, you go first. I always go first and ramble for like forever, so it's fine.
Mine was just because of sort of some ideas I had while I was writing Hark. I basically decided to release a series that I thought was not coming out for a long time.
Which one is that?
It's the Autumn Summers. I don't have a full title for it, but that's the main character's name.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember our conversations about her.
I am going to put it out, I think, in between Strip Joint and the next Charlie book.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's the same universe again. And also, I'm going to put out my Fortune series, Lake Fortune. And basically, I've just decided for a while I'm mostly going to focus on mystery series. And I'm going to release a few new mystery series.
Which means how long do I have to wait until I get the next Damned Girl book?
I mean, probably next year.
Oh. This makes that incident that I've ranted about even worse. I mean, that's what I have to tie me over. Like, that's not on. She says when she's been making people wait for the next Warriors of this book for like a year and a half.
And the worst part is it's written, right?
Oh yeah, no, I have this written. I have it.
Yeah.
I've had it written for like. Look at the chat, Claire. I've had it written for about 6 months. To be fair, I need a little more practice until I can do the cover for that, because the first cover is not done by me, obviously. And yeah, that's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Why. Plus, there's a problem with the background. I should stop creating these crazy locations. Like,
yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I kind of like, I thought I'd do a lot of things differently this year. Like I said, I had plans for things. I didn't plan to start releasing 2 new series. I had plans for 1 for now. But the plan now is, oh my God, I'm going to aim for 3 releases this month. Not sure if it's going to happen, but I'm going to try it. So the plan is to have the box set out, obviously, early next week. The pre-order for the first Owl Investigations mystery and have it come out on the 20th. And maybe by the end of the week have the first Just Don't book in the new series, in the new story arc. There are 3 books in this arc. They're all written. They all need an edit, and that's it. I already have covers for them.
You have so many books just ready to go. Makes me feel better about like the one I have.
Let's not talk about it. And the plan is also, maybe depending on how things go, have a pre-order out for the cozy by the end of the month.
Oh yeah,
maybe. Yeah. And the moment Find the Man, Don't Settle Down goes out, I want to have a pre-order for the second book, but it will be like at least 2 months between them, because there are so many releases. And I mean, 2 months is not a long time to wait, especially since the mystery itself is contained to 1 book. There are things that go throughout happen throughout the series, but you know, it's. I was going to say it's not that bad the way I end things, but then I thought I should shut up now. Because I'm pretty sure some people will disagree. It's like, you know, when you have those bath bombs that just explode into lots of colors.
Yeah.
That's I think that's a bit worse than my ending, or maybe not. It's about the same thing. I mean, the mystery is all wrapped up, obviously.
Yeah.
Bombshells are cool.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and that's the plan. And after this is, I mean, while this is happening, I'll probably have a third Owl book written and ready to go. Yeah. So this would go like another 2 months after the second book. And after that, I may or may not write a cozy, but then I would just want to focus on the final arc of Just Don't, which would be another 3 books. And return to The Witch and Bad Blood after that.
Yeah.
In terms of drafting.
I'll be caught up by then.
Sure. Let's go with that. Like, it took you how many months to finish Age of Hope? Let's face it.
Yeah, but I'm halfway through the second book.
Second one?
And the only reason I stopped is because I got your mystery to read. So really, it's your fault.
I would like to point out that I'm like all caught up with all your books. So
you're not, though. There's at least one you haven't finished.
I'm actively reading it, and it was released like 3 days ago. So
doesn't
sorry,
count.
I win this one. So yeah, but anyway, that's the plan. But that's not the biggest change I made to my publishing schedule. I made a change to my schedule, and I decided to take weekends off. And now on Saturdays and Sundays, all I do is like these talkie streams, no writing streams. I move that into weekdays. And I just don't work. I don't write. I don't edit. I do draw and paint, but it's mostly things I want to draw and paint, not things I need to improve on. So today after the stream and after I get some food, I'll spend the day playing with my watercolors, which is fun. So yeah, that was a huge deal. I went insane over it, obviously, because I feel like the Saturday streams have been part of this channel almost since the very start of my return to YouTube. So I think they were on for like a year and a half, something like that. And I felt really bad about it because, like we were talking last night on Tamara's stream, I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I don't like letting people down, and I felt like I was letting people down by not doing those streams anymore. I'm sorry about the light. As you've noticed, it goes from super cloudy to super sunny at the drop of the hat. That's been our weather for the past. It's been like that for at least a week, and it's driving me insane because I get super dizzy when there are changes that are so sudden, because it's like you wake up, it's cloudy, then you get like super strong sun, and then you get the thunderstorm, and then it's sunny again, and then maybe it's cloudy again. So it changes like a few times during the day. It's not helping, and it's not helping with my leg, but whatever. Yeah, that's, I got a weather detector in my leg now, so I'm trying to avoid the sun. It's not working. I should probably get some drapes or something for this area of the house, but let's face it, it's not happening this year because medical expenses.
Yeah.
Also, I might be moving at some point this year.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
this will stay my office, so I'll still come here and work.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's. I might be moving in with my boyfriend this year.
I think your mic just went a bit quiet. I don't know if it's just me though.
I'm back. Is it better?
It still seems quiet to me.
Amber,
I don't know.
Are you hearing us? Is it the same?
Oh wait,
for
no,
you?
hold on. It's just got louder again.
Okay.
I don't know.
So maybe it's not me. I have feedback. Oh, okay.
You don't for me at the moment. I don't know if it fixed up.
Let's try this again.
Okay.
Amber, if I still get feedback.
She said you're good now.
Okay, great.
Yay.
Awesome. I mean, there was a time like about 2 or 3 streams where my mic was okay all through the stream, and then it stopped because whatever.
Of course.
So yeah, the point was that I might move, but I decided to keep my office here. First of all, because I stream at crazy hours, and I start at 8 a.m. And I don't want to screw with Mike's entire sleeping schedule because that would suck.
Sure.
Plus, I get to come by and spend some time with my mom so that she doesn't feel super lonely, which is great. But the main point is we both have medical issues to take care of, and we can't move before because both of us being down won't make things easier on our family if we're both in the same place away from them. So and clearly, as we're both dealing with stuff, we can't take care of each other because it would be nice if we took turns, but apparently we don't. So it's gorgeous. It's critical. So yeah, April was a nice month. So, but you know, you kept telling me that breaks are fun and taking days off is great.
It is.
And I was like, yeah, but I didn't. And now that I do, it's just like I'm so excited for Friday to be over and me to have a break, and then I'm so excited Monday to start writing
to
again.
Get back. Yeah, exactly. And that's the best part of it.
I had a really intense think about when to take my weekend because I work from home. Obviously, I could have taken the day off at any point. But then I realized this works best with how people around me have their schedules and what we do on weekends. So I'll take the traditional weekend for now, which is why I moved the stream. because that was a possibility. I was trying to find a way to keep the stream on Saturday, work throughout the weekend, and take 3 days during the week. But we know I've tried that and it didn't work great. So
yeah,
it's my second weekend. I'm so stoked. I can't really explain. It's been so long since I was like, everybody was like, oh, yay, Friday, the weekend is here. And I was like, okay, so what's different?
yeah.
And yeah, the main point is, and I touched on this last night. Now that I did this, I feel like I'm way more productive within those 5 days than I was within a 7-day week before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the same for you. I suspect it is, but
yeah. Yeah.
So
much.
I mean, did you start taking your days off because Alexi had a weekend then? Or was this something you needed for yourself as well?
I think, I don't really remember. I think I just always did because he had time off then. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just take a weekend as well.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, I think when you have that incentive to take days off, it's easier. If you don't really have it, then, because I mean, the point is Mike lives really close to me, so we see each other quite often. So it didn't matter if I was free or not. Because I could work and then go see him. So the incentive was just not there. But then I realized I was stressed out and overworked and tired and not productive at all. And he started, I mean, I think he was a ringleader because he started taking better care of when he worked, when he took his breaks, things like that. Oh my God, I look so pale. Sorry, I'll just have to wait until it passes. I'll try to, okay. Yeah, let's lower the brightness a bit and I'll still look crazy, but not as crazy. So it looked good from his perspective, and I was like, maybe I should try it. But I had a really hard time because once you get used to just working nonstop, you think you're fine with it, and it's hard to just stop for 2 days and not feel guilty about it, because that was like my problem. The first weekend I took off before I implemented the new schedule was actually by mistake because I was just too tired to do anything. I canceled my own stream. And I kept thinking about maybe needing this. And then during the next week, I filmed the video. I came up with a new schedule. And I was kind of sitting on it and was kind of afraid to release it. I did eventually. And that was how I came about it. But the first weekend after that, I did have a few instances where I caught myself feeling guilty over not working, and I was like, you're insane. It did help this past week, like the final 2 days of April did help me a lot because I finished a cozy and I wrote like 11,000 words in 2 days. And I was like, oh, this is all because of the new schedule. I'm so energetic now and full of life and whatever, and couldn't wait to write. So I finished it. So it's definitely working. But I feel like I have to keep reminding myself that, it's the weekend, don't work. Because I find myself thinking, but I could do this one little thing. No. So yeah, that's how it is. So what are your plans for May? Because I touched upon them slightly.
Okay. I'm writing Strip Joint for sure, the 10th Charlie book. And I'm also going to edit and proof just kind of slowly the Killer Kiss.
Okay.
Hashtag Orca
So that's coming out. Yeah.
Soon.
We love hashtag Orca porn. We adore it. So when's that supposed to come out?
I'm not sure. I think maybe next month.
Okay.
I don't know.
And your release for this month, would that be Strip Joint?
Strip Joint, possibly. Or I might just do the Hark box set if I don't get stuff done in time. The Baxter and Co. box set.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It depends, because I have a feeling Strip Joint's going to run long. And I'm like, I don't really want to write a 90,000 word book and edit and proof and publish it all in 1 month, because I don't think I will survive that. So tentatively this month or next month.
Mm-hmm. So it will be a 90K book?
I don't know. It might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad about it, because there's more for me to read.
Yeah.
But then I remember there will be a nice little break in between this and the next Charlie book, and I'll probably hate you, but it's fine.
It won't be that long. They'll be like, the current plan, I think, is for the mysteries, a Charlie book, then maybe the first Lake Fortune book, and then the first Autumn book, and then like Nightmare on Oxford Street. That's the fourth, Baxter and Co. They'll all come around the same time, like one after another, and then I'll be able to do the next Charlie book. So it's not
about 6 months.
5 months.
6 months from now. 5 months from the Charlie release. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a good plan, though.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
It's all right. There'll be another Charlie book out this year for sure.
So. Yeah, and I mean, there will be the Killer Kiss book. It's weird, you know, because before, even if I had to pace myself, there were so many books I could still read. Because I finished the Charlie series pretty fast. And then I started with Live and Let Bondi, and then at some point the next book in the Baxter and Co. series came out, and I could read that. And then there were some shorts, and then I had all the damn books, because I had already read the first one.
Yeah.
And even with pacing myself, which I'm not really good at, and I didn't really do it, I knew I had books, but now I'm kind of caught up. And I mean, in the meantime, I read like 40 Josh Lenian books so that I could pace myself through the damn girl series. So there's that too. And like, I think I read like 5 or 6 of the Patty Larson, Fiona Fleming series.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that's how I paced myself, which is great. Oh my God, this light. Go away, bitch. Sorry about the quality. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Also, it's a live stream, and we have a long summer ahead, so get used to it. I'll probably do something about it, you know, to just soften this, let's say. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. You have a lot of books coming out. It's fine. I'm just like, my biggest issue to tackle in May is whether I want to create a new newsletter for the mysteries. I'm not exactly sure what to do. Like,
yeah, it's hard
because I have all the LGBT stuff in one newsletter, and the LGBT series will go there. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Then you've got the cozy series.
But then I have the cozy series, which doesn't exactly mesh with the urban fantasy.
Yeah.
That I write, because that's completely different genre. So I might have to do another. Oh Jesus! I'll have to do another newsletter, and I can't just smush 3 newsletters on my welcome page on my website. I was thinking of maybe having a alina.com/mystery page where I have all the mystery series, and people can sign in for that newsletter specifically, and that will be a kind of a landing page, and all the mystery series, and those people would get both the cozies and the LGBT mysteries and any other mystery I write.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I have to start working on it now. I mean, I do plan to write a prequel for the Cozy, which will be an exclusive to that newsletter. And maybe some outtakes from our investigations, maybe do a little bit about what happened in high school.
Yeah.
Do like a short scene with them during the tutoring sessions, something like that.
Yeah.
So that people have a bit of a thing, or maybe just do an interview with Emmett when he was still a model. That should be fun. Some sort of exclusive like that. But talking about the technical aspect, I know people will cross subscribe, so I want to look at how I can segment them better.
Yeah.
So that they don't get multiple emails or things like that.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, it is a bit hard, but I could put everything I write as a mystery under a different pen name, but I don't want to do that either.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my books, they're all different. They're different genres, obviously, and the covers communicate that. But it's not like I'm writing middle grade and adult, and I don't feel like I need a whole new pen name. I do have one at the ready. I have two actually. That are one is Kale Vincent, which is based on my early life internet persona, because I used to go by Kayla Vincent. Kayla because I like the name, and Vincent because it was, I don't want to say who because I'm past that phase, but it was the real surname of a famous actor that I was into.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, and I also have Helena Pope, which is like a play on my middle name, which is Elena, and Pope from Popescu, obviously. I could go that way, but I kind of don't want to. I want to try to be myself and write under my own name, because when I started, I had a very good reason for doing that.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to continue, and I know it's going to be harder than it would be if I, let's say, started a new pen name or whatever. But I kind of want to prove to myself that I can do it.
Yeah.
Probably insane of me. It's weird because in your case, like all your books have a common thing. They're all humorous and
they're all the same tone, like a similar voice.
But in mine, I'm sure it's recognizable as mine, but I can go from lighthearted to really dark fast. And I mean, in those cases, there's no humor to soften the blows.
No, it's brutal.
I mean, we both know how I started Strength to Let Go. It starts in such a low place for the main character. I mean, he's trying to go and get himself killed in battle. That's how it starts, and that's not spoilery because that's just the actual start of the book, and it's in the synopsis. So so I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'll see. Like, if it really doesn't work out, I can always change the name on the cover, put up a new website, and republish everything. It's no problem. I think it might not go that far. I think it might work in the end. Might be naive of me to think that, but I mean, we'll see, I guess.
I just with mine, because I just have everyone on the same newsletter because I'm lazy, and I feel like people cross over a little bit between them anyway. I just always try and have something about a mystery and something about a paranormal in any email I send, so it's like there's something for the readers of whatever genre.
Yeah.
That's just my my plan.
Yeah, but at this point, I have like 3 separate worlds. And
Yeah,
let's
yours
face it,
would just
the
not.
LGBT newsletter people are already exposed to a lot of genres.
Yeah.
So I think at this point, the easiest way to do it is to keep them separately and market them separately. And that way, there's less fatigue on them.
Yeah.
From all the different newsletters.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the way I see it. I will announce this to everyone on the newsletter that there will be a 3rd list, and if they're interested in it, sure.
Yeah.
I'll be transparent about it, but I think at the end of the day, that's my best option.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'll probably start using the sample to build that list. I don't know.
Yeah.
The fundamental settle down. Sorry, sample. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of excited about all the mysteries. Of course, I could like completely fail and have no sales, and then I'll cry about it next month when we do our. At the end of this month, basically, when we do the other stream.
Yeah.
Shut up. If you weren't paying attention, yes, I do track the streams, part of them, as work time because they are.
Yeah.
Active time in the productivity app, even if it's a chill out sort of thing, it's still part of my whole author thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you the most excited about this month?
I don't know. Probably having strip joint done so people stop being angry with me. Pretty much. Yeah, that's all I can think of, really.
I mean, you're not excited about probably releasing Killer Kiss soon, like #Orca porn? Like
I guess so. It's just like it's been done since like February 2018. I wrote it in 2017. It was done around the time Hark was originally meant to come out. So
yeah, hard to be excited about that. To be honest, I'm worried and panicking and thinking nobody will like them, but I'm really excited about putting the Owl Investigations book out.
Oh, people will like them. Oh, by the way, your covers are so cool for that series. I love them. They're so good.
Heavily inspired by the Baxter & Co. series in terms of tone.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we talked about this briefly, but I was having a total meltdown with those covers. First of all, because I couldn't find something that fit, because my book clearly not a cozy. There's a lot of swearing happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk about people going hard over other people and weird fractions. It's kind of, but it's lighthearted. I mean, it's the most lighthearted book ever I've written, I think.
Yeah.
The first book is not even a murder mystery. It's a missing person case. And I was like, it's kind of like, it has like, it's not comedy per se, but it has its comedic parts and its humorous exchanges. So it doesn't work as a cozy. It doesn't work as the more
like serious,
the darker side of the mystery and the serious stuff. And the LGBT mysteries category pretty much has all of them there, and none of them was kind of my sort of book, because all the lighthearted ones were cozies.
Yeah.
So they had that specific humorous cozy cover, which is kind of cartoonish.
Yeah.
Because there are the more serious cozies as well. That's not that's a different set, and they're closer to the serious mystery covers. And I was like, the hell am I doing? And I was like, the only person who kind of got the feel of this right is Claire. And I was like, oh, I can try something like that. And I did try, and I worked on the first cover forever. And then I was like, at that point, I was so stressed out that I was like, this is way too much like Baxter and Co. Although the feel of them is different. It's quite different.
Yeah.
And I went to Claire, and
very
I was like,
different.
Yeah, I was like, hey, this is my cover. If it's too much, I'll change it. But I'm going insane here. Please tell me what you think. And Claire, who's always nice and kind, she was like, oh, no, it's fine. We can both start a trend on how to do LGBT covers from now on. Mystery. So that's great.
You got it.
And
like the genre now.
Yeah. And I mean, I did the second cover early this month. And so far, that's been the biggest win of this month. Because for the first cover, I had a lot of help. First of all, Mike helped me. And then his sister, who works in Illustrator, did a crash course with me. Because we thought we didn't understand anything. Also, there were some glitches and some bugs that I didn't know about. I thought I was just stupid and didn't know how to work it. And that's I struggled with that cover for a long time because I was just learning. And this one, it took 2 days of my life. It took a lot of tears and blood and sweat, but then it was done, and it was all me. And I had feedback from Mike. He pointed out some stuff that I could change, but it was all me, and I think it looks great. And I struggled with that because I couldn't find the exact vectors, so I kind of Frankenstein them together, because this happens in a beach resort in Turkey.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure.
So I tried to go for an island or something, but they were not geometric enough to fit the first cover. They were way too cartoonish. They didn't work. So I used a set of buildings I had. I made them. I picked like the smaller houses and the feudal buildings for the hotels. And then I added a second vector that had like palm trees and an island and things like that. And that was like, oh my God, I tried so hard. And then the gradient, you know, to show the sky and then the water and the beach at that time of day, another sunset. Oh my God, it took forever. But the color wheels from Adobe, those help a lot, because you can just input what you're looking for and you find the color schemes, and they help you because you can then just use the eyedropper tool to pick the colors and see how they go. Because that's the thing that threw me off the most, that in Photoshop, when you pick a color, you can then add some variation to it. You just play with the slider, which is not exactly the same in Illustrator. You just need an actual color. So it was, oh my God, it was. But at the end, when it was done and I saw them side by side, I was like, I did that, and I got like high praise for that. And then I struggled. Oh my God, I struggled with the blurbs. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
And I got the first one done, and then that was my task for the day. By the way, my task was to create a blurb for Find the Venom, Settle Down. That was my task. And then I got an idea for the second book and its blurb, and I wrote it and sent that to Mike, and he was like, oh my God, this is really good. You really nailed it. And then I was like, okay, let me try to rewrite the first one to match this, kind of. And I did, and it's good. But I think the second one is my favorite anyway. So that was interesting. I wasn't supposed to do that. I accidentally do things I'm not supposed to do for a while yet. That's been the story of my April. And it seems to be carrying into May, which is weird. But anyway, I'm looking forward to people telling me I shouldn't write mystery because I'm horrible at them. I'm definitely not going to hide in a corner and cry if that happens.
It's not going to happen.
I mean,
although to be fair, I do occasionally get emails. Usually not about the mysteries, usually about the other series, just being like, can you stop writing these and please write the other series? Yeah. People are strange.
Yeah, but that's because they want you to focus on the other one.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I get that. That's a preference thing.
Yeah. They generally don't phrase it in the best way.
Yeah, because I mean, I get it. It's annoying.
It's fine if people are like, oh no, write the next book in the series I like. That's fine. But there are sometimes people who don't say that. They just say, you should stop writing this because you aren't very good at it.
Oh, wow.
And we're like, okay, delete.
I mean, to be fair, after Charlie, when I read the first day on Book Girl, I was like, I like this, but I prefer Charlie.
Yeah.
And then I kept reading, and now I'm like, I have no idea which one I prefer. It's like whichever has a new book out is my favorite for that period of time. And I do prefer. I enjoy the romance, but I do prefer the mysteries to the romance.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't like the romance. It's just that the mysteries.
That's like, it's fine if people have different preferences. I just find it odd that
but I don't think
people will like email you about. That's
my point is that they're all good. You can't just say you're not very good at it because that's just being mean for no reason.
Yeah.
And from my experience, if people go about it that way, I'm like, hold my beer. I'm going to put out.
I will be putting out 10 in that series. It is, yeah, that's one good thing about it. It's very motivating to write more books in whatever series the person hates. Yeah.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ. That's wonderful. I mean, I don't often have people emailing me directly for no apparent reason. They usually
that's only rare. Yeah.
They respond to my newsletters, and so far it's been super kind. And I know there are some people in my LGBT newsletter that are looking forward to the mysteries, so I feel less bad about how much I messed up my schedule. But yeah, I'm going to email my entire. Well, it will be different newsletters, but everyone who subscribed to me will get an email about how I accidentally wrote the wrong things, and they'll get to see like all the how do you call it, all the covers, and get excited about it and see I wasn't completely procrastinating and doing nothing at all, which I think will be fine. But yeah. Oh my god, I just got a notification for your comment on the Alina versus Out video.
That was from ages ago. That's funny.
Yeah, but I forgot to open Outlook.
That's fine.
By the way, what do you use as an email client?
Oh, I just use like a random one through my hosting thing for my email.
No, I mean email client on your computer, like Outlook.
Yeah, like it's just the one that's through my, like, it's like webmail or something through.
Oh, so you just use the webmail thing. You don't have
it's not. No.
I'm trying to move away from proprietary software slowly because it can go away at any point, and that would be bad. And I'm trying to find sort of alternatives. And I have for some things, but I'm not sure. I mean, I found an entire thing for WordPress, for Word. I mean, and the Microsoft Office suite, and it's pretty good. But I need something for my email because I have so many email addresses that I'm tracking right now that I kind of, I need one like that where I can pull them all. Otherwise, I'd use the webmail as well, but I can't because my life is unnecessarily complicated. By the way, I feel like I started changing a lot of huge things in April with my schedule and then what I do on YouTube, and now there are more changes coming. So back in 2004, I started my first blog. It was called Words of a Broken Mirror, and it was on Blogspot. And then a couple of years later, I think 2006, I changed it to its own domain, which is wordsofabrokenmirror.com. And I've had that blog ever since.
Yeah.
It was mostly business and PR focused. And that domain name expires in 2 weeks. And I've decided I'm not going to renew it. I'm going to shut it down.
Oh, wow.
Because it's been stagnant for years. I'm never going to write about business and PR again. And I'm shutting it down because it wastes time, resources, and my brain power to keep up with it. I'm shutting it down. And when I had a website for my PR company, which is called Mirror Communications, because I stuck with the mirror symbolism. And I'm not going to renew that either because that company, it still exists. I have my everything paid on time and whatever, but I'm never going to use it again. So I'm going to give that up as well. And depending on whether I can afford it anytime or not, I'll probably give up my travel blog in this autumn as well, which is like a huge thing that I've started. It's like I'm separating from huge chunks of my life, and it's weird. It's strange. So that's what my May is going to look like. I'm going to save a backup and everything, but there won't be any online version of the blog because my web guy offered that I can do like a subdomain on your author website and put it there for people to go see it, but I don't want it. I want a clean break, sort of. So I did that, which is it's a bit scary. I don't know. It's been a long time, like what, 14, 15 years. It's crazy. Also, I'm that old. I've been blogging for that long. When I started, there were a handful of blogs out there. Like seriously, it was just starting up. It was before Google acquired Blogger, so years before. Years before. I think MySpace was still a thing. I think it was a popular thing actually. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm trying to remember whether I got a Facebook account before or after they lost the But I think it was after. After.
That's fine then.
It was in 2008. It's been a while.
Mine's 2009, so not too far off.
Not too far off. Close enough. But still, it's been a while. It's been a while. Like there was no one on Facebook that I knew.
I know.
Oh Jesus! And I wasn't really using it. I started using it when I think when I moved from doing tech support to the PR job, technical writing and PR job. I started using it more. But it's always been sort of business related for me. Until I also reconnected with friends because people started getting Facebook. And then I switched to writing, and that changed the vibe of the thing a lot. So Oh my God, memory lanes. But big changes still coming, still hitting me from all direction. And I'm still. I'm still. I don't know about you, but I'm still refining my work schedule and the publishing schedule at this point. I think I'll always be doing that.
Yeah. I always think that I'll hit upon like the ideal routine and then I don't.
I mean, the consistent thing has been starting work earlier. Also,
I mean,
making sure I do. But it's also making sure I have time for my routine. Not every day, because I can't. If I start streaming at 8, I only have about an hour to walk the dog, feed him, get ready, and get some coffee. So obviously, I don't always have all my routines happening, but I try it at least a few times a week to just do my stuff, which is still waking up at 7 a.m., still taking the dog out and feeding him and whatever. But then I have an hour and a half where I enjoy my coffee and journal and take care of my bullet journal in less than 2 seconds, which is what I cram it into. And that's been consistent, like taking care of my routines. And stop working at a decent hour. Which we both know you're so good at. You should tell us all about it.
I mean, to be fair, I wake up at like 10:30. So I've just got a long day.
How many days ago was it that we were talking and it was like 2 or 3 a.m. for you?
Yeah, I don't usually work that late though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just when I have a book that I need to finish. I usually just stop at 5. I wake up at 10 and work is done by 5.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah. I know you always, I mean, it was scary for me at first because you were always changing your publishing schedule. And I found it terrifying. And then I realized it's so liberating. It kind of didn't do me any favors that I took another break for like, what was it, like 3 months? Yeah, I haven't released anything in 3 months. So my last release was end of January. And because of all the changes I made, I did not release books for a while. I did make a lot of covers though. And it certainly didn't do me any favors after 2 months and a half of publishing, after a 6 months hiatus due to my health. I do not recommend it, not really. If you can avoid it, maybe do that. But kind of being more flexible with things and more adaptable, that's helped. It helped my state of mind, even if financially it wasn't the best decision I could have ever made in my entire life. But burning out and then taking a longer break than that, it wouldn't have helped either. Because I think when I started releasing Just Don't, I kind of pushed myself into doing a lot of things fast to make up for those 6 months. And I don't think I was exactly ready for that sort of rolling schedule. But because of how the books were themed, I needed to get them out at a specific time, because there was a Christmas and the New Year book and the Valentine's book. So, I mean,
we all know how I feel about releasing Christmas books, though. Literally released one like 3 days ago.
Well, but that's a January book though. It happens in January. It just happens in a Christmas message. Which I was wondering whether you changed that when you realized
I changed it. No, the reason I changed it is because I did New Year Screw You before it. It was meant to come out before New Year Screw You originally.
Yeah, and then it didn't.
And then it didn't. And so I was like, well, it's got to be in January now. It worked out. It's fine.
But then it had that awkward James scene that then ended gloriously. So I'm not going to complain. Also, I was really proud of myself of figuring out it was James before it was revealed.
I'm glad.
which was glorious. I felt so proud of myself. So whenever I catch on to things in your books, I'm feeling great. And I'm more thrilled about minor things, that have to do with the overarching stories. And I'm more thrilled about those than figuring out the mystery or things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You're weird. Alina. You're weird. You're far too invested in these characters' lives. But it's fine. It's fine. And I think the thing with the new book is that it kind of looks at the Charlie series from outside the series, sort of.
Yeah.
And you realize just how weird some things are, like Charlie's friends and their behavior when it comes to James. So weird.
Yeah.
Which is like a very, very weird way of looking at things. And I've had a lot of that because it was in the Nessa book and then in Baxter and Co. And then I'm like,
oh yeah, of course. I forgot that it was in there.
Yeah. Also, I have to say, I totally appreciate your author notes.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, if you don't know, there are author notes at the end of the book. You could have something before the book starts, but I know a lot of people recommend it to move it to the end, which I feel good about because I enjoy writing it there. I feel I can gush about more things and not reveal stuff. I do have brief notes now when I have to remind people that they have to read other books in the series if they haven't yet. Right. I did that once in the Stone series, but I leave it for the end. And Claire started doing that at some point through all her books. And I always look forward to that because it goes from super hilarious and batshit crazy to just cool in general. But it's an experience, I have to say. It's an experience.
The first one I ever wrote is in Kill a Kiss, which hasn't been published yet. That was the first time I wrote an author's note. And I think it's probably one of the best. It and Short Straw. Yeah. Short Straw? Yeah, that's the one I mean. Yeah.
Short Straw was it was so good I had to translate the gist of it into Romanian and explain everything to my mom. So that we could both laugh about it because I couldn't stop 10 minutes. I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, man. I think your microphone's gone again.
How is it now?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, great. I hate this. Hello. So he's so fluffy right now, so fluffy and soft.
Yeah.
And there's hair flying everywhere. By the way, I spent close to 2 hours brushing him and removing hair before the bath in preparation for that. And it didn't do much to the results. And I also spent a half an hour. Oh my God. A half an hour doing the same thing this morning before the stream, and it didn't help either. If I touch him, there's hair flying everywhere. And it's going to be like this for 2 days after his bath. In which I continuously brush him and try to manage it and fail. And I have to either vacuum or, just clean in various forms throughout the day, 3 to 4 times a day, so that we don't drown in his hair. It's lovely. It's glorious.
Yeah.
If I could find a professional place where I can take him for his baths, I would. There are some in Bucharest. I'm not driving over there for this.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's been lovely. Jesus Christ, God. So yeah, should we talk about when the next stream is happening?
Oh yeah. I mean, probably this month, right?
Yeah, end of this month.
The 26th?
Let me see. I think so. Well, actually, I realized we can't announce it yet. So yeah, remember my leg?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going into the doctors on the 16th to find out whether they're going to perform surgery on me soon or whether I have to still wait. So let's plan it tentatively for the 26th. And if anything comes up with my surgery, we'll let everyone know. But I don't think it will be a problem, but it might. So yeah, tentatively the 26th, Claire's channel, same time. Same place as in YouTube. We're going to be discussing May and see how well we did with all the goals, because we both have pretty hefty goals. Lots of writing, lots of publishing, lots of authoring. So yeah. Do you want to do the outro spiel now?
Sure.
You're all warmed up.
I'm so I just forgot how to speak for a second there. I'm all ready. Okay. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm Clare Kauter. If you don't already know somehow, you've just clicked to this video. I write mysteries and also I make videos. And I have a video filmed that is on the computer in the process of being edited. So one day, it'll be up on my YouTube channel.
We might be lucky enough to get 2 videos from you this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm trying to get it out tomorrow.
So, wow. That's
also,
super.
The computer does have a habit of just turning off while I'm using it. So we'll see how that goes. Doesn't do it to Elixir, just does it to me. So
I would like to point out that I have an easy fix to that.
Pardon?
I have an easy fix to that. Make Elixir edit your video.
Yeah, I know. I've tried, and he doesn't want to do it. It's I think maybe it just doesn't like the footage of my face or something. It just reminds it that it's me, and it's still. Anyway, a video coming out at some point on my YouTube channel. Apart from that, you can head to clarekauter.com/free-stuff for 3 free books. And also, I released a book the other day, but you should probably read the first couple of books in the series before you read the 3rd book, or it will make 0 sense.
True.
Yeah.
Quite true. And if you don't know me already, my name is Alina Popescu. This is my channel. I write a lot of books in various genres because I can't stick with one, apparently. Lately, I'm focusing on mysteries, and I have some books coming out soon. Gay romance box set, and my first ever mystery, which is an LGBT mystery called Find the Man, Don't Settle Down, is the first book in the Owl Investigation series. And you should definitely keep an eye on this channel and all my social media to find out when that happens. And if you'd like to try my writing before you commit to anything, head over to alina-popescu.com/free reads, and you can check out my newsletter, my free books, and my free serial, which is available on my blog. And it's a gay fantasy serial. Because like I said, I write all the genres, goddammit. If you didn't catch any of those links, it's fine. They're linked in the description down below. I will add this to the Descent into Madness playlist. So if you want to see our progress for over a year since we started doing these, I certainly think I certainly think you should. It's fun. We have a lot of fun, and we'll be back at the end of the month to talk about what we did in May. So thanks for hanging out with us or for watching this in the replay. And if you have any questions concerning everything we've talked about do leave them in the comments down below. We do check them fairly often. I mean, I check them fairly often, and if there's something for Claire, I'll nudge her to reply.
Yeah.
Because I obsessively check my comments on this channel. I have issues. It's fine. It's fine. We all know I have issues. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm certainly going to. Yay for weekends! That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.